Oh, hello, my lovely audience, and tonight, we are going to be doing something interesting. So, we're going to do what if Deku had a quirk called Evolved. And I'm going to say that if you've ever played the Evolve games, why am I saying games? It's not like a series. What the hell is wrong with me? Anyways, the Evolve game was an amazing game. I actually loved it really a lot. It was a great game. You play as a monster or play as a hunter, and you hunt the monster and win, or you be a monster and it's like a solo run, and you have to just try and survive and eat until you get to like stage 3, and then just basically kill all the hunters, or kill the hunters at stage 1. Just incredibly difficult. So I'm gonna say everybody's quirk is a mutation to other monsters, and I'm gonna say they somehow evolve to the point where they slowly evolve to humans area, like any human level. And I say they would be on Earth for like a long time, since prehistoric. And I'm gonna say that purebloods, like Deku's family, Deku's father, they evolve like the game's characters, really, like the game's monsters. And how I'm putting that is basically this. Deku's dad had fire breath, right? Now, the only reason why he had fire breath was because he was basically a Goliath. He was from the Goliath side. He could breathe fire. Now, they never specified what color it was, so I'm just going to say it's red. Besides, it works. And I'm going to say his mother, Inko, is from the Kraken. So that's kind of like how the telekinesis comes into play. Bakugo is he comes from the, I would say, I don't know a monster that could do this, but maybe some type of Goliath area. But yeah, there's like mutations that are half-breed, full-breed, and Deku's family is a full-breed, basically. Like, that's what his dad is, and we don't know where his dad is. I'm going to say he died by hunters? No. I'm going to say he just died because he overdid it, I would say. Anywho. So Deku, he's going to be part Goliath. He's going to like a pureblood. And Inko is a half-breed. So Deku, he's going to have an interesting quirk. It's entirely, it's just evolve, but he's a part of the Goliath family. So as a kid, he's going to have like really sharp nails, and he's always going to be able to climb stuff like really easily. And he's going to be like really good at this stuff. Like, he was really great at climbing. He can climb any surface, really. Well, almost any surface, except like smooth walls, really. As long as there's like a little bit of a way to, like a little something he can grab to, like anything, he can do it. And everybody thought if he had a mutation quirk. Kinda. Now, he did eat a lot of meat growing up because he has a craving for meat, like all these purebloods do have. And they're all going to have like a craving for something. I'm going to say all for one, he's an anomaly, like Bakugo. And quirks are just based off of the whole spectrum of Evolve. And if you like this what if, please tell me, because I really like this. I came up with it a few months ago, and I've been thinking about it non-stop. It is so good. Anywho. Deku, yeah, he's going to be part Goliath, and I would say, like, right around a certain time when he's sleeping, he evolves. And I would say how he evolves is he kind of wants, like, he thinks about the power in his family he wants, and he gets it. But what he can choose from is 4 powers. First one is, it's enhanced strength, to enhance his physical body to a certain degree, like a really high degree. He can level that up to, like, there's like unlimited stages in life. Like, you can level up how many times? 10 times. So he can level this thing up 10 times to his physical strength. And that's like what All For One did with, like, that's how, like, the super strength with All Might is kind of there. That's how it is. That's how far he can go. But he can, like, All Might's like at 5. Like, he's at stage 5 level. That's how strong that is. So imagine that at 10. So Deku, he's like, he respects All Might. So he wants a Quirk, like, super strength. And he gets, he goes up 3. Because that's his first points. It's 3. So he goes up there, and he has 1 remaining. I'm going to say that Deku, seeing how he loved his father, he didn't know anything about him, he wishes there was some way he could be like him. So he's also going to have fire breath. And it's going to be like it's going to be like a nice fire breath, actually. It's going to be like a short range kind of thing. It can only reach around 5 feet. That's it. And there's like no really good way to, like when people train their Quirk, they're not really training it because they're actually eating a lot of meat. That's what they're doing. When they train their ability, they're eating a lot of meat, which makes them get stronger. That's not really, they don't really know that though. There's no science behind that really. So yeah, that's how it actually works. So yeah, Deku, he's part of Goliath, and he's super strong. He goes up by 3, which is awesome. And he's like, I would say if you would give him All For One right now, he'd handle like half. No, not even half, like 40, maybe. Yeah, 40. 40%. No, actually, no, wait. I'd say, like, literally just right, like, 9% out of 10. I don't know. How do I put it? Like, it's 3 now, so it's, like, I'd say 30 to, like, almost the percentage, really. You know, like, 30 total percentage, if you catch what I mean. Because you can go to 1 million, so it's, like, 30, so just 30%. We'll just go with that, 30%. But I'm not going to give them All For One. Instead, Bakugo will get it. And all For One does, it's like, it's an enhancement, like an anomaly, and that's how Quirks are going to work now. They're all based on anomaly and stuff, so, yay. Anywho, so Deku, he's really strong, and they realize that he's got a lot of muscle, so they think, oh, hey, he's got 2 Quirks, fire and muscle. So that's what they think it is. But they don't really realize that it's a hereditary Quirk from his dad. That is Evolve. That's what it's going to be called, and his dad had it, his grandfather had it, etc. So, yeah. Deku is an overpowered man. You know what, better yet, I'm going to do this. He enhances physical strength by 1. Makes him not so weak. Like, he's, weighs like, 170 pounds now? For a big guy. He's 5 years old, so he weighs that much. Solid pounds. He's a heavy kid. No. When he's 15, he weighs that, I would say, 170. He's got a lot more. Well, yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is. Screw it. I'll leave it as it is. And, yeah. No, wait. I said he put it in a 3, so wait a minute. He'd be 20%. That's fair. Alright, 20%, and the point goes into the fire. I might have messed up. Sorry, I'm so confused. So he's got 2 in strength and 1 in fire. The other 2 are jump. No, not jump. Shock absorption and sense. And sense is an interesting one. If you don't know what sense is, it's basically the Goliath senses, and the powers have dialed down, but the main ones stay. So yeah, Deku, he's gotten a lot of like a lot of kids don't really bully him, really, because Bakugo has faced him, they've fought him. He's got a lot of endurance when it comes down to fighting, and he's also withstand, like, Jesus, like, a solid 20 explosions from Bakugo. And these were really bad for Bakugo. Like, they fractured his arm. And Deku withstood it, but he definitely passed out after. So, yeah, the two have, like, a rivalry. And when Deku goes to UA, when he raises his hand, it's basically roughly the same kind of reaction. But just more like, I'm gonna beat you, I'll show you, haha, I got a better quirk than you. And Deku is kind of like chill-headed, because he kind of feels like a hunter at this moment. He feels like, sure, I can still beat you, though. So, Deku, when he's going home, he does encounter the Sledge Villain, but what happens is interesting, because when the Sledge Villain tries to take over his body, oh boy, as soon as he enters, there's going to be something I'm going to add here. Purebloods, no matter what you do to them, you can't take over their body, because their body is a living nuclear reactor. As soon as he went in, all of it burned out. Deku puked it out, and the Sledge Villain just runs off, because he doesn't know what's going on with that kid. Thinks he's got like some kind of nuclear reactor quirk. And the Sledge Villain, I would say he's an anomaly as well. I'd say a few other monsters popped up. Some controlling like telekinetic stuff like gravity. So that's what it kind of is. And I'm going to say Deku for the 10 months of training, because he just ran off at that point. Sledge Villain got captured later because he didn't go up again, because he doesn't know what's going on. He was too hurt from that. He gets captured later by All Might in the sewers. Don't worry about it. So, for the 10 months of training, Deku was just eating a lot of meat and quirk training. And what he ends up being able to do is he realizes that he's got a blind side. So, he doesn't know how to fix that. And after you level up, I'm going to change it a little bit. After you level up, you can only do it one time. You can only add one skill one time. One skill point. So that's kind of how it works. And Deku puts it into sense. So he can basically smell his enemies. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this here. I'm going to give him a fifth one. And that fifth one's immortality. Basically just regeneration. Basically he's just going to have like a high regeneration system. That's like immortality. His cells just keep healing up and all that. So yeah, Deku, he's eating a lot of meat, and he gets like 2 skill points. One to improve his fire, because he's mad that his fire's weak. And when he uses his fire next time, it's like way farther than before. It goes up to like 20 feet this time. And yeah, no, I'm gonna give him 3 skill points. That way it fires even, really. Well, not so even, but you know what I mean. Because I want him to have fire breath. So yeah, he gets his fire breath up, and he needs a range attack. He's only close quarters at this point. So yeah, he's practicing on like sneaking around, because it just feels natural now. And he's like sensing around. When he uses sense, and he goes to the Quirk Doctor again, because he's realizing his powers are evolving. And they realize that he has an ability called Evolve, and it's probably from his father's side. When you look at his father's side, he had a quirk called Evolve, which comes from his whole family. Dates back to like a long time ago, since quirks like have been popping up and so on. So what happens? They find out it's hereditary, and Deku has that quirk. Nothing else to it, really. Deku has Evolve. So they don't really know how it works exactly, but they can understand that it's got fire breath involved. And yeah, Deku, he's been training for the 10 months, and he's like I'd say he practiced a few boxing, like just a bit of boxing, just so he can have a fighting style in a sense. And I'm gonna say when he gets to the to UA, he is like, he's confident. He's got a feeling that he's gonna win. He's gonna do this. And when he registers his quirk in, they are like, what the hell kind of quirk is this? I'm gonna say one teacher's heard about it, and it's like about like certain families have it, and it's like, oh, maybe it's like some biological thing. Don't worry about it. So yeah, there's gonna be like some heroes with somewhat of a similar quirk. Like it is evolved, but it's not evolved, you know? Like they're kind of like purebloods. Like they're half-breed-ish. But in half-breed area, they're just 75% pureblood. And Deku's 100% pureblood. Jesus Christ, is that annoying? Anywho. Deku, yeah, he's basically a force to be reckoned with. So, when the written exam comes around, Deku, he gets it done. Same thing that happens in the anime. And when he comes to the practical exam, that's different. Deku, he pretty much burns through some robots. Makes some grilled bot when the whole thing starts. His throat like literally looks like this at this point. When he uses his quirk, his throat looks like that. I can't really zoom in. There it is. See it? Like that. That's what his throat looks like. And everyone sees this, and they're just seeing fire go 20 feet out and just melt it. And they realize that, oh, well, if that's his only quirk, then what is this whole evolve thing that they're talking about? And then Deku, using his claws, well, not his claws, more like he just punches the robot that's melted, and it goes into a wall, and then he just tears into it, breaking it apart, using his sharp claws to just rip it apart. His body is like enhanced thanks to this, so yeah, he's a lot stronger. So then he climbs up a building to get a aerial view. And what he does is he takes a rock up there, he just breaks off a piece of stone and makes it a rock, just shaving it off, and then throws it at a robot, breaking it entirely, just breaking the head off. No, just going through it actually, because why not? Then he takes a bit of rebar, and he just uses that as like a staff almost to like cut through, but just really impale and whack robots. And by the end of it, when he sees the 0-pointer, he hits a robot, breaking the rebar. So then he sees Araka trapped, and Deku, what does he do? He does the only logical thing. He rushes over by jumping over there, and then picking up the rubble, and instantly grabbing her and throwing her to safety, while he climbs up the robot, pushing his nails into the robot, which the metal is pretty weak if you ask me. And he's climbing up it. He's using its legs to climb up, and he's just jumping upwards towards it. And then he gets to the head, and he slowly, ching, 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 sounds the bolts of the head ripping off. Rips off the head, and then starts whacking its chest with it. And then goes into for the chest when it's got a dent, rips it apart, and goes for the core and breaks it, which then explodes. And then, guess what happens? Oh yeah, his whole arm, basically gone. His whole arm is gone. That's when Recovery Girl heals him, and his body just heals the whole area shut. He has no arm now. He's missing a left arm. And Deku, he's depressed about this, but he doesn't give up. He wants to train his quirk. And he did get accepted. He's got a lot of points, and they don't see this as a downfall. They see this as an opportunity. So Deku trains his quirk more, and he eats, finally, and he's wanting his arm back. He wants it back. So what does he get? An advanced regeneration. His cells recreate his arm overnight. And it's in a cocoon. when he rips it open, he sees his arm. Now this is like a medical miracle, really. And Deku, he is like beyond protected now, because UA can realize that this is like bad because all for one and stuff. And the timeline remains like basically the same, just it's much more complicated. So yeah, Deku, he when he goes to UA, his arm is there, and Araka is weirded out by this. She's like, what? Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to say he regrows his arm when he's evolving. I'm going to say that's what happens. When he evolves, all harm reverts. Like, he goes back to a reset. It's like a reset button. He goes back to, like, how he was. That's how it works when he evolves. He completely resets. Which is, holy crap, is that handy. So he's at, like, what, stage 3? Which is kind of what this guy's at. But Deku, oh boy, does he do something awesome. Yeah, it is like what that guy's at. Alright, cool. Awesome. So what Deku does, he puts a skill point. He puts it into regeneration because he knows that this is a downfall. So Deku, he continues. And people are amazed because this is an amazing quirk. And they don't know how this will ever affect him. And if you're asking if this quirk can be taken, it cannot. Because only purebloods would be able to take it if they had such an anomaly quirk. Like, half-breeds are the ones with anomaly quirks. Alright? Like, I would say Araka, she ain't an anomaly at all. She's a pureblood. Like Deku. And Ida, I'm going to say he's a pureblood. He's just mixed, which makes him actually quite powerful. I would say that would make him a hybrid, but not a half-breed. He's a hybrid of 2 purebloods, which is dope. Like, it's a Goliath that was taken to a icy area. So, yeah, that Goliath shoots out icicles, and that's what not Inko, sorry. I'm messing up here. Sorry, Todoroki's mother is. And Endeavor is a pureblood Goliath part. Now, if you're asking if this is like incest at all, no, there's no incest. There's no way this is any way related to that. No. It's like, it's never really been done before, really, this whole thing. So, yeah. It's like, well, I guess actually, yeah, it could be an incest because there is deformities in the power. So, yeah, I guess it is in some way. So, Ida with his motor legs, I would say he's got an interesting, he's a half-breed, but he's an interesting half-breed. I could go on all day with this, like an hour-long video if you guys want, discussing how this works, because I am in love with this idea so much. I'm getting into it. Yeah, there's a few purebloods in Class 1A, actually. Yeah, I think about it. The guy with the zappy hands, he's a pureblood. He would be a pureblood. Yeah, he's a Kraken. Holy shit, he's a Kraken. I love Krakens. Oh god, I need to know his name now. Just the girl that's frog-like. Actually, I'd say she's, I don't know, like, I'd say she's a mix as well, like a pureblood mix. No, she's a pureblood. She's 100% pureblood. She's a pureblood, yeah. Yeah. She's a pureblood. And Deku, now let's get back to the story, because this is awesome. I'm going to go up to, like, hero versus villains, alright? Because this is awesome. Deku, he's ready for this day. He's ready for this day, and they kind of set him up, like, the Nezu sets him up in a dorm. Oh, and Nezu? Ooh, I need to figure out how that would work. Jesus, I actually think he'd be more of a pureblood than anything. Like, he's a straight-up monster. Holy shit. He's actually a monster. I'm going to say he's the purest that you can get from pureblood because he's an actual animal. So, I'm going to say he's a pure new monster. And the monster isn't just incredible intelligence, which is what most purebloods would crossbreed with. So, yeah. Nezu's got a lot of cousins, in a sense. Huh. you know, the more you think about it, the more interesting it gets. Huh. Just thinking about it is awesome. Holy crap. What have I created, everyone? What have I created? Oh my god, this is awesome. Put in the comments if, like, you love this what if, and if you want to see, like, a whole thing. I know I said already, but, like, come on. Put it in the comments. I will totally do this. I will totally go in the whole entire history of this. This is awesome. Oh my god, I love Evolve. The game was so much fun. I think I still have it. Hold on. Huh. Actually, wait. Is there just one? No way, I sold it. Shit. Love that game. So yeah, Deku's now going to be in the dorm system. Because I need him to be there. Anyhow, yeah, he's going to be in the dorm system. And that's going to be more secure than anything. Holy crap. What time is it? It's 1. Great. I gotta do this quick. So, Izawa. He, okay, everybody's like crowding around Deku. I would say even Bakugo is, because he's kind of happy about it almost. And, Deku, he's kind of using sense on everybody. He can smell what everyone smells like. He can see them through the walls. And he can see Izawa hiding, like sleeping, really. And Deku just walks over and says, hey, I kind of got a feeling you were there. And Izawa, I'm going to say he's got an interesting anomaly. He's a crossbreed. There's 3 ways this goes. Crossbreed, half-breed, and, well, he's a half-breed-ish. Half-breeds are, like, mixed with a monster and human, but mostly monster. Crossbreed are, like, monster and monster, pureblood. Or human with tiny bit of monster, but mostly human. So, I guess I can go either or. Yeah, let's go hybrids are purebloods mixing with purebloods, and crossbreed is humans that are mostly humans. Like humans that went with a monster, but mostly just human. I'm gonna say that's what Izawa's from. He's mostly human because he's got this rare mutational ability to cancel out the other person's abilities. Honestly, I don't know how that would work. Maybe it just works by... I don't know how it works. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like some kind of ray, maybe? I don't know. Anywho. Let's get to this, because this is a fun one. Holy crap, I'm having fun doing this, guys. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. I'm like giddy about what I'm going to do next. Oh, man. So, Deku, he's going to be... Yeah, he's going to come over and Izawa's going to just look at him funny, like, what? Everybody's going to come over and be like, oh my god, the teacher's here. Everybody goes back to their seats, and they're going to basically give the same old thing. The whole exam. Like always. And when changing, Deku is jacked. Everyone sees how ripped he is, and everybody just, like, thought he was, like, just skinny. But no, he's jacked. He's pretty jacked. And I'd say when they get out to the whole field, they see how strong Deku is. Like, when it comes down to speed, he goes, I've been going on all fours. I'd say he'd run like any normal person, but he'd be really fast, like a track runner. And almost like Usain Bolt, really. Like, he's running a bit, like, he's running on par with Ida. So I'd say both Ida and Deku get it. Strength-wise, Deku wins. Long jump, Deku wins, obviously. And I would say, yeah, it's pretty interesting how this is working. I'm loving this. I'm in so love with this. What if? Oh, I'll do a second part by tomorrow if you guys want. Um, oh my god, this is so good. Anyways, what if, yeah, we should do that what if part 2. That would be awesome. Anyways, yeah, let's do this. Alright. So, yeah, ball throw. Jesus, I'd say he gets second place. Yeah, second place. Because he's like pitching like a baseball player at this point. He's been researching. It's not the hardest thing to do, like pitch like a baseball player. Throws a pretty good ball. Yeah, he's got a lot of muscle, so yeah, I'd say he'd do it. At this time, he's like 200, like I'd say like 190 pounds, and muscle wise, and that's like mostly showing in the legs, and like upper body kind of strength, like abs, stuff like that. So yeah, Deku, boy, is he fun. I don't know, like the arms are like climbing strength, really. I'd say the arms are pretty strong as well, like more strong than the legs. I think this. Ah, damn it, Roach got away. I'm afraid of roaches. You all know this. Anyhow. Yeah. So Deku is broken. Yeah, so he gets like mostly the highest grade. Minyetta gets out of there, kicked out. Fucking crossbreed. Sorry, half breed. Blech. So yeah. Okay. Half breed is 50-50. Crossbreed is 75 human, 25% monster. Sound fair? Cool. Bakugo equals to a half-breed, but he's actually a crossbreed. It's a mix, honestly. You could say it either or because his parents were crossbreeds. But he is half-breed in a sense, because he took like both of the monster traits into one. So that created the explosions. That is awesome! I love how I did this! Holy crap! This science is amazing! If this is actually how the creator did it, I would be amazed. And I would love him. I would love to shake the man's hand. Oh man. God, this is awesome. I'm in love with this so much! Ah! Anywho, let's get to it. So, yeah, Deku, he's top there, in the top. So, now it's time for the heroes versus villains. And relationship-wise, Rock and Deku are the same. Ida and Deku are basically the same. Just Deku has a more powerful quirk. So, Deku's hero suit, geez, I haven't really gone into it. I'd say it's like a, kind of like a, fireproof suit. Like, you ever seen that gel they put on people before they light them on fire? I'd say they're gonna need to put that on everybody that's gonna face him. Or not, but yeah, anyways. Deku's suit, I'd say he's got a, jeez, I don't know how this would work. I'd say that the suit is, like, not even like, All Might, because Deku's torn between his dad and All Might, because he's got this quirk because of his dad. He doesn't know anything about his dad, and he wants to know it. I'm scratching the All For One idea, alright? I don't believe All For One is Deku's dad, because if you ask me, he's Darth Vader. Who's Emperor Palpatine? Huh? Or basically, he's Emperor Palpatine, because, like, he's pure evil. Who's Darth Vader? And if he's not Emperor Palpatine, then if he's Darth Vader, then I say Mastermind is his father. All For One can't be. Or Deku's dad was All for One's brother, and he just cloned Deku. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get to this. Enough of those theories. Anyways, let's go to the what if. So Deku, he is going to be, oh boy, he's gonna be a hero, and his suit. Still trying to figure that out. If there's any good drawers, message me on Discord. It's literally just the name. You know what? I know I've put it somewhere in the comments before, but there's a Discord in one of my in one of the comments in under one of my videos. Just look for it in the videos. Can't remember which one. Yeah, just join that Discord and just, if you can, draw something that could go with this, because I can't think of anything. So yeah, appearance-wise, I don't know, but it's not gonna matter because I'm gonna basically burn it. So I'm gonna say, like, they can't come up with a hero suit yet. But if you guys have any ideas on what the drawing of his hero suit should be, put it in the Discord I have, which I'm gonna link that actually. I'm gonna get the link and put it in this video. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about it. Anywho, yeah, yeah, Deku, he's going to be broken in this. And I would say when he faces Bakugo, when he explodes him, it launches him back into a wall where Deku just gets up and cracks his neck. And Araka's like, what are these two freaking tanks? Like, Deku's already a tank. He's a walking tank. And Araka just runs while Deku handles Bakugo. It's pretty quickly how he handles him, because he uses his sense to go through walls and through the explosions. And when he smells Bakugo, which smells like nitroglycerine, if you ask me, pure nitroglycerine, he just goes through the explosion and punches Bakugo into the ceiling, and that just fractures his back. And Bakugo's just laying there in pain. Then Deku just runs off. And I'm going to say when he goes over there, he basically finds Araka struggling badly, because she doesn't really have control over this kind of quirk, aka ability. And I'm going to say Deku, when he goes over to Ida tries to stay far back and just throws stuff at Deku. And Deku, he hasn't used his fire yet. So Ida's like, haha, I can, as long as you stay away from me, you won't be able to hurt me. And Deku's like, really? Fire breath. And that's when it just becomes like a flamethrower. Deku just using it all over on Ida, who just gets his legs caught on fire and just starts running and trying to put them out. And that's when Deku and Araka touch the bomb and they win. And that is what I call a hell of a victory. Bakugo gets healed by Recovery Girl, and yeah, this is actually the best what if I think I've done so far. Like, besides the Batman one, I think this is my best one. Because I've actually gotten really into this, actually. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good day and a good night. I'm going to have a great night. And then have a great morning. I'm exhausted. I've been playing Apex Legends a lot. If you guys got PlayStation 4, you guys can add me. We could talk, hang out online, just chill out. My name on PlayStation is The Cook, 4732. It's _Cook, capital C, capital T, 4732. And yeah, if you guys ever want to talk, just hit me up. I'll talk to you, hang out with you, just have some fun, We could talk about what ifs if you want. You could fanboy out if you want. We could play Apex Legends. I'm a huge fan of Apex. I play as Crypto. really good reconnaissance. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'll just hang out with you guys. Anyhow, hope you all have a good one. Have a good day and a good night. Peace out.